The warm weather Dolphins play up at Lambeau on Thanksgiving night in the cold. Same Dolphins that have won 3 in a row since this guy named Tua made so many commentators look so foolish by unretiring. Remember when so many bleeding heart media members said, "That's it, poor Tua must never play football again. Never again. He must go. He must go home, poor Tua." By the way, I said just the opposite. And look at him now. Dolphins won at the Rams. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Patriots. In those 3 games, Tua is 8 touchdown passes to only 1 interception, completing 74% of his passes. Yep, it's been a lot of dinking and dunking as it should have been before. Ball is coming out much quicker, fewer deep shots to his track team of receivers, fewer scrambles, nothing head first on scrambles. I've even seen him slide a couple times. And he's going a lot more to his new security blanket, Jonnu Smith, his tight end, as he should have before. So, just for the record, maybe you'll remember this. My problem with Tua was what I expressed before he got drafted. Reportedly, he had had 5 surgeries in his time at Alabama. 5 surgeries. That's just too many. Brittle, fragile, injury prone, and that's not to mention the concussions that he had at Alabama. And finally, the arm's just not big enough for me. Just not big enough. He's not quite big enough. And so I just said, he's a great kid. Seems like he's a pretty great leader, but not for me. I wouldn't want that. The truth was, Brian Flores was right when he wanted to move on from Tua. Remember those days when it got so nasty ugly? He just wanted to move. He just didn't like what he saw. Tua obviously didn't like what Brian Flores was telling him. Unvarnished, straight, eye to eye, just don't believe in you. Tua is now fired back, put Flores in a tough position as the defensive coordinator up in Minnesota for having criticized poor concussed Tua. But in the end, Brian Flores was right from the start. Then again, all the bleeding hearts out there were wrong when they tried to live Tua's life for him. Here's the point. If Tua went to the doctors and got all the information, got second and third opinions, if Tua sat down with his family, especially with his parents, and went through all the possibilities, considered all the nightmarish risks that he would subject himself to if he came back to play, then if the NFL doctors cleared him to play, I said from the start, that's his choice. That's just up to him. The risks are there. We all know them. He knows them way better than we even know them. And if he's willing to accept them, the same risk that every NFL player really has to subject himself to, I'm good with that. That's his choice. That's his life. All I know is if he says, this makes me happy playing football, risk or no risk, I'm good with that because I'm not going to live Tua's life for Tua.